What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. I finally shaved my neck beard off, so now I won't get stereotyped for talking about wrestling powers here. And today is the Monday after WrestleMania, which means it's time to talk about WrestleMania. So, I'm sure you guys saw a couple days ago that I posted a video called "Has WrestleMania Lost Its Luster?" Got a decent amount of views. Thank you for that, by the way. And now, the question I have is, was I wrong about WrestleMania 42? So, when it comes to night one, I was not wrong. I was very much not wrong about night one. Night one, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed night one, but it definitely didn't feel like WrestleMania. It kind of felt like a glorified Saturday night's main event. The matches were pretty short. There was a lot of freaking ads. I had to hear about Hulk Hogan's documentary like 82 times. And it was just like they put really the the opening match kind of set the tone for the whole thing, which was the LA Knight and Usos versus Speed, Logan Paul, and Austin Theory match. It was a short match. It was kind of mid, to be honest. Not a great way to open the show, but I think the post match angle where Speed put Logan Paul through the announcer table was better than the entire match, honestly. Um, but that was actually, it was fun for what it was, but it didn't really feel like WrestleMania. I will say Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre, that shit was pretty dope. Like, I enjoyed that match a lot. Uh, it had some cool spots. Jacob Fatu got the win. That was the first hour on ESPN. Definitely feel like they could have done more with that. Then they did the women's tag title match. Paige returned, which was cool, but the match was it was a little short. I feel like they could have benefited from like another 5 minutes or so. But Paige and Brie Bella won the tag titles. It was pretty cool seeing Paige come back. And then what happened after that? I think after that was Seth Rollins and Gunther, which that was actually a really good match. That was my favorite from night one personally. Braun Baker returned, speared Rollins, and then Gunther won with the sleeper hold. And then I believe after that it was Stephanie Becker versus Liv Morgan. Once again, very short match. They really could have done a lot more with that, especially because it had one of the better builds of the entire card. And the match kind of disappointed just because they weren't given a lot of time. But Liv Morgan won the title, and then the main event. Oh, Bianca Belair came out and announced that she was pregnant, which congratulations to her, by the way. Then the main event was Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. They had Jelly Roll put Pat McAfee through a table, which really didn't feel that necessary. We could have just not had Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll involved in this anyway. I will say though, they had a hell of a video package with that new Black Veil Bride song that hasn't even came out yet. Which I'm excited for that whole song to come out now because I really want to hear it. But it was the match itself I actually enjoyed. I thought it was a really good match. And then Pat McAfee came down, tried to count the 1, 2, 3 when the referee was down, but Cody kicked out. And then Randy Orton RKO'd Pat, which I think we're getting him out of this storyline, which honestly good. I like McAfee. I like Pat McAfee. I have a Pat McAfee flag to my right. But he didn't need to be in this storyline. That's just that's just how I feel about it. Not his fault, obviously. That's on the people who booked it. Obviously, he's gonna say yes to being in that storyline. I would too, but it's just it wasn't needed. And Randy Orton RKO'd him. Then Cody Rhodes, Crossroads won the match. Then after the match, Randy hit Cody with the belt, hit him with the punt kick. Actually injured Cody Rhodes for real. He has like an orbital bone injury now because he actually kicked him in the face. So that was good. I did enjoy that. I think Cody Rhodes winning makes a lot of sense for the story that they're trying to tell. I feel like they're going to keep going with this, and hopefully it ends with Randy winning because I just want to see Randy win the 15th world title. I like Cody Rhodes, but I want to see Randy Orton win the 15th title. And that was it for night one. I thought it wasn't great, but I liked it. It just it didn't feel like WrestleMania. Like it felt like TKO made a lot of decisions in that match, or not in that match, in that show, that whole show. Now, when it comes to night two, I was very wrong about WrestleMania 42 when it comes to night number two. Because night two, bro, night two felt like WrestleMania. It felt like every match pretty much delivered. So it opened with Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, and I was so nervous. That was the most nervous I've been for a match in a long time because I knew if they had Oba lose, it was gonna completely destroy him. But they didn't. The match was only like 5 minutes, but I don't care. If it's 5 minutes of something good, I'm not gonna complain about it. Obafemi, Brock Lesnar, they had a great match. Obafemi looked like a fucking monster. He beat Brock Lesnar, and biggest win of his career. After the match, Brock Lesnar took his gloves off, took his boots off, left him in the middle of the ring. Looks like he's retiring. There's a lot of people that are speculating that somehow they're still going to have Brock do one more match against Gunther because SummerSlam's in Minneapolis, which is where Brock Lesnar's from. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Brock's done. I don't think he would have left his shit in the ring if he wasn't done. So he was like legit emotional too. Like for Brock Lesnar to cry, it's got to be legit. So I think it was true. Paul Heyman was actually in tears. Like it kind of choked me up a little bit, and I don't even really like Brock Lesnar that much. It's like that feeling of just we're getting older, and like all the people we grew up watching are retiring. Like it's the same feeling I had when Cena and AJ Styles both retired. Um, but yeah, that was perfect for Elba. That was exactly what he needed. The second match was the Intercontinental title ladder match with Penta, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, Rusev, JD McDonough, and Rey Mysterio. Penta is the Intercontinental champion. I, once again, really enjoyed that match. It was such a fun match. It was a car crash from the start. So many crazy spots. JD McDonough took a fucking Penta Destroyer on a ladder that was balanced between a ladder and the turnbuckle. Like, what the fuck? Like that is insane. JD McDonough does not get enough credit because he is actually really good in the ring, and he takes some crazy ass bumps, dude. It's like I hope to see him really succeed one day. But Penta, he retained the title, which is great for him. I low key thought for a second they were going to give it to Javon Evans, but he's still young. He's only 21 years old. Like he will have plenty of WrestleMania moments. He shined in that match. Like I think he's going to be a lot more over now because of that match because he did that OG cutter he hit on Rusev off of the ladder was one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. Like I don't often like jaw drop over wrestling because I've seen so much of it. I was legit like for like 2 minutes after he did that. Even when Penta climbed the ladder and won the title, I was like, dude, I can't believe Javon just fucking did that. So that match was awesome. First two matches, first hour of Mania. That was for free on ESPN, by the way. That was spectacular. That was the perfect way to start. And it never really slowed down after that. Because the match immediately after that was, I believe it was Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the U.S. title was after that. Once again, if I have the order wrong, I'm not using any notes. I'm just going off the top of my head. So if I screw up, I'm sorry, but I will try to get all the matches covered at least. But I believe Sami Zayn, Trick Williams was next after that. It was kind of a short match, but I don't think it needed to be a super long match. Little Yachty was involved, and Lil Yachty in the Trick Williams storyline. That's how you use celebrities in wrestling. Just being the hype man. They don't have to be there fucking kicking people in the nuts and just straight up being in the storyline. Like Lil Yachty just came out to the ring. He introduced Trick Williams. Like, and they made their entrance together. And then Lil Yachty got involved a little bit, but it's not like it's different than what Pat McAfee was doing. Like, and there's probably gonna be someone that's like, "Hey, you just say that because you like Lil Yachty's music." I don't even listen to his music. I don't like rap music. I'm a rock fan, but I think Lil Yachty's involvement is fine. There's nothing. I don't have a problem with it. It's because it's just like he's just basically just being a hype man. Like he's not in the main event storyline. But Trick Williams did get the win. Sami Zayn got booed a lot, and he kind of leaned into that. So I do feel like we're getting a Sami heel turn soon. But Trick Williams won the title, thank God. Carmelo Hayes should have been in that match. It really should have been a triple threat. Trick Williams still could have won. Or my guy, Ilya Dragunov. Why was he not in the match? I'm making sure my mic's still on. Why was he not in the match? Like, those two both carried SmackDown for a while there. And Neither one of them on the WrestleMania card is kind of criminal. I'm not even gonna lie. So that match was everything it needed to be. Trick Williams got the win. He's definitely going to be a star. He's the United States champion. And then after that was shit. I'm gonna figure this out. It was Trick Williams, and then after that, I think it was Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Uh, Dominic Mysterio had a pretty cool entrance. He came out in a throne, had a bunch of people in luchador masks carrying him around, and then he jumped off the throne, and they caught him. And then he walked down to the ring, took the mask off. Dominic Mysterio seems like he always has a cool WrestleMania entrance. And then obviously Demon Finn Balor came out, had streamers. He had a cool ass entrance. It was cool seeing Demon Finn Balor back. The actual Demon Finn Balor, not the Judgment Day Demon Finn Balor we got at WrestleMania 39. He came out. The face paint was cool as shit. They changed it to a street fight day of, and I feel like that actually helped a lot because Dominic Mysterio was able to still get offense in, but by using weapons. And then obviously Demon Finn Balor, he wasn't going to lose to Dominic Mysterio. I was worried it was going to happen, but I had a feeling it wasn't going to. And then Dominic Mysterio did lose. Finn Balor hit a coup de grace through a table, which was insane. Got the win. Once again, it wasn't the best match on the card, but it did its job. It did what it needed to do. Then the match after that was Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Once again, if I have the order wrong or if I miss anything, I'm sorry. You can roast me down in the comments. Once again, I have no notes, just going off the top of my head here. Because anytime I have notes, it just sounds scripted. So that's why I just kind of yap. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley actually really exceeded my expectations. Like I thought it was going to be a pretty boring match. Because I'm going to be real, I'm just not the biggest fan of Jade Cargill. I don't think she's really she's overrated, to be honest. Like I don't have a problem with her as a person or anything like that. It's just I think she's pretty overrated. But she put on a pretty good match with Rhea Ripley. Her group with BFAB and Michin, they got involved. The Neos guy came out and evened the odds. Then Rhea Ripley went for the Riptide. Jade Cargill countered. She went for Jaded. Then Rhea Ripley, with one of the most beautiful counters I've ever seen, went like through Jade's legs, but grabbed her arm and got her for the Riptide. And Rhea Ripley won the women's world title, which was really, really needed. Because I think Rhea Ripley, she's kind of done everything on Monday Night Raw, so I think sending her to SmackDown will be a good idea and helping her elevate that women's division. Because, not to be mean, but the SmackDown women's division, it's not the talent that's the problem, it's how they book it. And they usually book Rhea Ripley pretty good. So I think she'll be alright on SmackDown, and it's going to help everyone else too. And then finally, the main event, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns came out to the OG Tribal Chief entrance music, and I was like, bro, CM Punk's done for. And then CM Punk, he came out to his Ring of Honor theme, which it transitioned to Cult of Personality, and then I was like, fuck, I don't know who the fuck's going to win this match. That's legit how I felt. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I think someone said that main event was 33 minutes long. Deserved every second of it. Like that match is exactly what a WrestleMania main event is supposed to be. Like it had a big fight feel from the entrances to the introductions to the match itself. All the spots they did so much shit. They kicked out of so much shit. And the moment I knew CM Punk was losing is when he hit the low blow on Roman Reigns and then hit the go to sleep and Roman kicked out. I was like, okay, like this is Roman's winning this match. And then they fooled me for a second when CM Punk put Roman through the announcer table. And then he hit him with the go to sleep. And then they did the spot where he falls back on the shoulders. And then CM Punk's going to get up and hit him with another one. And I'm like, bro, he's done it to the other two members of the Shield. He did it to Mox and he did it to Rollins. Is he going to do it to Roman now? And then CM Punk's collapsed out of exhaustion. And Roman hit 2 spears and he won the title. And I was like, that was a great match. Like it got to a point where I love CM Punk and I love Roman Reigns. I didn't care who won. Like, especially when that match was going, like, I just want this match to keep going because it's such a banger. And like that's what the main event of WrestleMania is supposed to be. That's what Cody and Cena should have done last year, and not had Travis Scott get involved. And my favorite part too, there was no interference in this main event. Roman won clean. Like, that's what we want. We want Tribal Chief Roman winning clean. And then on the post show, Roman Reigns said that he's pretty much going to be full time for the entire summer. And what I think they're going to do is, I think at SummerSlam, Obafemi is going to take the title off of him, and they're really going to push Oba to the moon. So, yeah, that was WrestleMania. I didn't mean for this to really become a recap, but I guess that's just what happened. I just started talking about how I felt about everything. And I really, like I said, I really enjoyed night two. Night two was much better than night one. It's been like that for the last few years, and it was like that again this year. I actually saw a comment on Instagram that said TKO booked night one and Triple H booked night two. And I was like, that sounds about right. That sounds about what happened. Because, like, when Triple H isn't being held back by TKO, he can book his fucking ass off. Like, that's what people don't understand. Like, do you guys not remember NXT Black and Gold? Like, he was a dog at booking in Black and Gold NXT. And even like now, I see people say that Shawn Michaels should take over the main roster. It's like, bro, we were saying the same thing about Triple H 5 years ago. Like, Shawn Michaels would have the same problems Triple H is having. He would be held back by TKO because NXT is pretty fire right now. But yeah, so to answer my question I asked at the beginning of the video, was I wrong about WrestleMania 42? For night one, I'm going to say no. I was very right about it. But night two, I was wrong. I was very wrong about WrestleMania because night two was actually really good. And given the fact that this WrestleMania's build wasn't that good, it was actually a pretty solid Mania. You know, people are going to complain. They're going to do whatever they want. But I think it was a good WrestleMania. And I don't really know what's going to happen after this. Now, Monday Night Raw is tonight. I'll probably check it out. Maybe I'll make a video about it on Tuesday. I don't know yet. But yeah, that was what I thought about WrestleMania 42, night one and night two. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss a video. Let me know if you want to see more wrestling content, and follow everything in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.